Hey there, gorgeous gays. Version2 here with State of Play. Mini E3 is continuing. Mini E3 continues. We had the Nintendo, and now it's Sony. Nintendo had Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Zelda. So you got big shoes to fill. E2, I guess it is. Yeah. Well, that's just Electronic Expo, Electronic Entertainment. I guess that's accurate. It is Electronic Entertainment, so that is accurate. Welcome to EE. My brain is in so much pain right now. I'm excited. This one's like half the length, so clearly it means it's half as good as the other one. No, it's alright. The other one, the Nintendo one we watched earlier today, was nothing but farming simulators. So this will be fine. You've been hyping this up a lot, Galveo. I cannot wait to be disappointed. I cannot wait to be disappointed. I feel like I'm meant to recognize this helmet, but I don't. Oh! Tekken. We got like the smallest taste of this at EVO. We got the smallest taste of this at EVO. It's looking good. It's looking sexy. It's looking sexy as hell. I know extraordinarily little about Tekken. And I am terrified of ever trying to play Tekken. Possible to how much of this is actually in-game. I mean, it's the camera angle at least for the side. The camera angle at the side was at least that. The giant monkey is face tracking people. I don't believe you. I can't tell if this is very loud for everyone else or not. I'm gonna turn it down ever so slightly because my ears are bursting. Tekken 7 came out quite a while ago, didn't it? Like, Tekken 7's been a thing for a long time, right? Every new Tekken Mortal Kombat Street Fighter, I'm like, this is the time I get into fighting games. Then I don't. Realistically, the time is Strive. The time was Strive to get in. Tekken 8! There it is. We got it. Again, there was a slight taste of that at EVO, but that was like literally just seeing Kazuya's face.
Tekken 8 is coming to the PlayStation 5 console courtesy of our battle-hardened friends at Bandai Namco Entertainment.
Wait for another Soul Cal. We'll be waiting for a while.
Now, let's check in on 2 games in development for PlayStation VR 2.
The VR is so good. Why is there no VR? Galva, I need you to stop. You're overhyping things. It's inevitably going to be disappointing. 2015? God, that's even longer ago than I thought. Holy shit. Holy shit. That was a really long ass time ago. Wow. I knew 7 was a while ago, but 7 fucking years? God damn. God damn.
I think there are a few new items on the shelves that might
I feel like an hour. Again, I need you to stop.
The locals can be a little rough on tourists, but it's nothing you can't handle.
So we think about 2015 as a long time ago. That was 7 years ago. Bloodborne is 7 years old. It kept getting DLC for a long while. It did. It did. It's sort of weird to think of, like, yeah, it's been that long since Tekken 7. It probably just feels so much longer ago because we've gotten so many other fighting games since Tekken 7. That it's like, when's Tekken's turn?
Ready for battle. Let all monsters beware. My aim is true. Taste my steel.
I call lightning.
So my issue with VR, I don't know if I'd want to play a full game in VR. Kazuya in Smash Second 8, what do you mean?
Go back to the abyss.
Given the way that it controlled, basically. Given the way that it controlled, that was basically Tekken 8.
I summon fire.
Demio? Couldn't actually read what the title was. I think it said Demio. Demio?
Demio brings the creativity
Demio.
and chaos of a tabletop RPG to PSVR2. This next game is being rebuilt from the ground up and will be available outside of Japan for the first time.
I don't know any Sega games that fit that description off the top of my head. Demio is my favorite Pokemon. Show me. No fucking way! No fucking way! What? Fucking what? Holy shit, it's happening! Oh, fuck me, it's happening! Oh, shit! So is this Kenzan Ishin or both? Oh my god! Yeah! Yeah, you underhyped that! Like a dragon Ishin. Wow! Wow! You underhyped that. Wow! Ew! Gross!
Hello, Madam Mason?
Gross. Okay, Ishin, is Ishin the first one? Or is Ishin the second one?
Quite generous.
Wow! I kind of want to watch it again.
You are wise.
Ishin is the second one. So are we just not gonna get Kenzan?
She has had rotten bad luck with
I mean,
the
from my
last
understanding, they're not sequels to each other. From my understanding, they're not sequels to each other. I believe so.
Okay, before you just
Let's watch it again. You know what? That's actually correct. Let's just watch this again. Let's just watch this again, and we'll skip Harry Potter. There are characters in that trailer that you want me until Yakuza 5, so I don't by scouring it too close. Fair. Fair. I mean, characters as in the same faces. I know how Ishin and Kenzan work. They're the characters who are brought over, but they actually play completely different characters. Yeah, they're different stories. So it's not like we're missing out on a prequel. It's just, yeah, Kenzan is still locked. But Kenzan isn't, needed to be able to play Ishin. So that's fine. If Ishin sells well, we'll get Kenzan, other than, Dead Cells, it's the only one locked on PS3. True, yeah. Can't wait for me to start Dead Cells, like, right as it gets announced that it's getting a remake. Muppet movie, same actors, different characters, yeah. Yeah, this is huge. This is fucking huge. But look, you're freaking out about everyone being a reincarnation. She's status full. Yeah, this is huge. This is huge. This is fucking massive. I mean, Ishin. Ishin came out between 5 and 0, right? Ishin came out between 5 and 0, I believe. Yeah. 23, what's that? Say fans have been waiting is an understatement. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long ass time. It's been a long fucking time. Akiyama! Akiyama! I saw Akiyama. I'm not paying too much attention to who's there, but I'm gonna notice it as an Akiyama. I mean, there was also a Ryuji. But Akiyama. But Akiyama's sexy. But Akiyama's sexy. Yeah, that's huge. That's enormous. That's fucking massive. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. It been remade with the UE4 engine. It's weird. Yeah. Weird that it's not fucking, Dragon engine. I mean, I'm happy it's not Dragon Engine. I don't like Dragon Engine. But, yeah, it's interesting that's up. This came out on PS3 and 4, and it's called Ishin Kiwami in Japan. So Yakuza 0 Kiwami 1, we do... No, because then you need to make Yakuza 1 Kiwami as well. Because then you need to do that as well, and that's just... Then we're just getting silly. Now we're just getting silly. I hope one day we get Kenzan, but it is possible we won't. But getting any of it is good. Getting any of it is good. I might actually then play that Yakuza 1 Kiwami Extreme, called Yakuza 1 Extreme Kiwami in English. Gets a lot better in the Judge Ice games. I have heard that past Yakuza Kiwami 2, the Dragon Engine gets a lot better. I have heard this. It's just my next Dragon Engine game is going to be the one that came out before Yakuza Kiwami 2. So my next dealing with the Dragon Engine is going to be pre-Kiwami 2, which is concerning. If Ishin is, yeah. We still have the RGD summon tomorrow, so hit us with a 3-hitter and then remake Kenzan Dead Cells. I guess Ishin is the big one, so they would announce it here, but maybe they might be more.
Warning. An instability front is approaching. Take immediate shelter in a stabilized area. Location.
Because if Ishin, yeah, because Ishin came out between 5 and 0. Once I play 5, I might do Ishin then. Like, I can either play Ishin then, or I can wait until after we do, like 5 and 6 before we get into the full things. Especially play for the rest of the show and stuff. That just finished us. Yeah. I mean, no, that is huge. That is something we've been, like, Yakuza fans in the West have been waiting for since Yakuza 0. And for people who've been fans of Yakuza since before then. They've been waiting since its release. 5 is insanely massive. I've been warned that 5 will take me a full year. I still have to do Dead Cells before I get to 5. I still have to play Dead Cells before I get to 5.
Another one? After all these years? Call her. Now.
So that's some type of horror game. Oh, the car blinked out of existence. So I'd play it again, but I'm excited to see everyone play it. I mean, even it just being remade, like, that's still exciting for fans in Japan. Because that's still exciting that it's getting, like,
from Hell
remade.
in Pacific Drive, the debut game from Ironwood Studio.
I mean, being before 0, it
Up
might be,
next, let's
like,
check in on
pretty close to as
PlayStation
good as
Stars,
0.
a loyalty program
In terms
rolling
of,
out
like,
soon.
quality of life and controls and graphics and everything. So it's probably not, like, a massive jump, but... So, like, Yakuza 1 to Yakuza Kiwami.
I'm Grace Chen. Not
I only played
announced
Still
our
in Like a
brand new
Dragon, but that trailer was
loyalty
really
program called
impressive.
PlayStation Stars.
I'm excited.
It's designed to
I'm
celebrate
excited.
you, the players. It will be free to
I'm
join
excited.
PlayStation Stars. As a member, you can complete various
I saw
activities
Akiyama's
to earn
face, so I'm
points
excited.
that can be redeemed for rewards.
Ishin was the first game to have
Digital
sprint.
collectibles
Oh yeah, it
are
was. yeah,
These are
you're
digital
right.
representations
Yeah.
of things that PlayStation
Because
fans
5
love.
doesn't.
Today,
I forgot about that.
I'm pleased to give you a sneak peek
So this
at
weekend,
some
tell people no,
examples
they're
of
not
our
NFTs, so
digital
they bring them up.
Whether it's a beloved game character or a cherished device from Sony's innovative history,
I mean, this looks like
there will
NFTs.
always be something new to collect and
This
show
looks
off
like
to your
NFTs.
friends.
This looks like NFTs.
And I have more good news. PlayStation Stars will begin to roll out in some regions in Asia, starting in late September. It will launch in the Americas and Europe in the weeks that
So
follow.
what is it?
That's it for now.
Is it
Check
just
PlayStation
gacha then?
blog to learn more about
Because that's
PlayStation
not much
Stars.
better. Okay, it's a good chunk better than NFTs, but it's not like good if it's just gacha. And insufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Okay. I'll be honest, your game has to do something impressive to have an Arthur C. Clarke quote at the beginning of it. If you want to collect models, I was literally about to say, that feels like Astro's Playroom collectibles. I did that. It was in Astro's Playroom. It's a free game on PS5. So I'm sure it's going to be NFTs and just backpedaled. It feels like it, doesn't it? What? When's Square going to backpedal on this? When's Square going to backpedal on their NFT shit, blockchain stuff? I don't know. I don't get why Square is still doubling down on investing in crypto and stuff. I don't get it, considering how much that market is crashing at the moment because it was all a scam market. The only thing I really know is that every single press release is just full of not NFTs. Maybe that's a sign that you shouldn't do it. Any sufficiently shitty scam is indistinguishable from NFTs. Sensuality. Look at Killer saying I didn't do it. I mean, that looks intriguing. That looks intriguing. Controlling robots and mechs and stuff. In like a totally not science thing.
Are PS5
We're getting into NFTs, starting a new one. Like, doing that now just shows how smart and good business people are. Again, it makes no sense for Square to double down on it. But if there's anything we've known about Square Enix forever, is that their business, the business side of Square Enix is incredibly smart and genius and have never made any problems or mistakes ever.
그놈들은 무자비했고 인간들은 무력했어. 인류는 형편없이
Yakuza making NFTs. Again, that thing of just NFTs are like a sub story that Kiryu would beat up someone of at the end of it. That's what I came here to say. How can you sleep? I screamed so loud in your ear that I gave you a headache. My picture's worth 1,000 words, but 1,000 yen? No way. 2, probably. Okay, look, I don't mean to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean. But if there wasn't splash screens, I wouldn't know that this is a different game to the previous one. If there wasn't like splash screens of devs and everything, I wouldn't know that this is a different game from the previous one we just saw. Okay, now I would. Now I would, that's fair. Now I would. Okay. Now I see this. So is this Square? It's feeling Square Enix's shit. Like it sounds like Akabe's music. Was in this game before? It's a new demo, I believe. Oh.
우리를 구원할 수 있겠는가?
Project E. Oh. Stellar Blade. If I've seen that before, I don't recognize it. The combat looks cool. The combat looks cool. Looks like what you want from like a character action-esque thing. So they'll try to play for the localized version of the Yakuza series. Please, you should share the trophies on PS4 and PS5. I can't do it again. Shift up, we saw it on old E3. My memory bad. My memory bad. Kenzan! Kenzan! That's 100% sure I rather like the sound of the old man. It's Kenzan. No, it's not Kenzan.
After 3 centuries of the Tokugawa's repressive rule, the black ships appeared without warning, and our nation began to tear itself apart. Those who cleave to the past,
the year that said,
embrace the new.
Is this set at like a similar time frame to Ishin?
Warrior free of all masters and bonds.
Is this actually at a similar time frame to Ishin? It was like late 1800s.
I will watch over you all. As your
samurais, but still guns.
Future.
Open the country so happen to be closed.
Rise as one.
Again, late 1800s Japan. Rise of the Ronin. Double Chat Project, it was their first console release. They've only made 2 mobile RPGs before this. That's impressive. Considering what we just saw. Considering what we just saw. So the thing is, that's a Team Ninja, so you know it's going to be flooded with a shit ton of loot that's annoying as hell to deal with.
Experience an era of great change and
Sorry, am I
upheaval
wrong?
in Rise of the Ronin.
Looks really cool.
Sprawling
Combat could be
action
really interesting.
RPGs from Team
Exploration
Ninja.
could be fun. But you're going to have so much loot, it's going to be a pain in the ass if you
Before
don't
we
want to
wrap
deal
up,
with it.
we've got one more update for you.
Samurai games getting big. Kenzan coming before the Samurai Boom is done. Well, that's why I was thinking like that, because people have been saying that for a while. That it's just like, if Kenzan and Ishin were going to be re-released, it's now. While there's a shit ton of hype around Samurai games, stuff like Ghost of Tsushima and Sekiro, are like, it's a thing now. So it's the time to do it. Ultra Hype Controller reveal, yeah.
Everyone keeps secrets. Sometimes it's the only way to protect the ones we love.
That was cheesy.
I know you. God Killer. What is it you want from me? Is it a god of war you came to find?
You don't really want war, do you, Kratos? All that blood on your hands, on your son's hands.
No, I'm pretty sure that's like literally his thing.
Tell me.
I can't talk about it, but I just need you to trust me.
We follow your every whim.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still, I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters. Who's keeping you safe?
I do not need you to protect me.
You sure about that?
So the God of War maybe can not really fun that PS3. It's God of War.
Death can have me when it earns me.
What do you even know of godhood? In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about anything beyond yourself. Beyond the monster who kills without cause.
I'm sorry, I genuinely don't understand how anyone can watch this trailer and give even the slightest of a fuck.
Do what is necessary.
That was a cool shot. I'll give that one.
Not because it is written.
Wolves that eat dust. That jellyfish was alright.
We will make our own destiny.
Who's ready for game number? Who fucking cares?
And that's the show.
About,
God of War
Kratos,
comes to PS5
you
and
kill
PS4 on
people,
November 9th.
and that makes you
See you next
bad, because you kill people, and you're a bad man. Do you have emotions because you kill people, bad man? Say who fucking cares? Clearly lots of people care because the game sells gangbusters. The game sells gangbusters because it is the most, like, common denominator. Take everything that is, like, the standard baseline of all of the popular games of the industry and combine it into a single game. And then just give it a marketing budget that is more money than God. That's why it sells. It's not bad, it's just... fucking cares. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, beyond the, it's the big shiny thing with a big marketing budget. I don't know how. Or that it's good. It's aggressive mediocrity. It's aggressively mediocre. Oh, that's God of War 2018, but I'm in the minority and prefer the old ones. Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't at all. I don't at all. I mean, like, it's the same with most. It's the same with most of, like, the prestige titles, for, like, Western, games recently of, like, the past 5 to 10 years. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, I don't get the way people talk about Last of Us. It makes no fucking sense to me. I don't get the way people talk about Horizon. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. I don't get it. I don't get it. But Ishin, we get more Yakuza! We get more Yakuza! Fuck yeah! I don't say maybe we're getting a perfect scores, but I don't say most games getting perfect scores. I don't know, I see the God of War, I see the Horizon, I see the Last of Us. I see all of that. And I'm just like... I mean, I also have the same opinions on, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I would say that stuff like God of War, Horizon, and Last of Us, like, a lot of it suffers from, like, the same fucking problems that I have with the MCU. Just, like, sanitized, commodified, overproduced, blockbuster shit that I just don't care for in any capacity. Like, at all. Like, I see that trailer for God of War there, and it's the same reaction that I have to every Marvel trailer for any Marvel movie of just, what about that was meant to make me give a shit? Like, it's the same fucking thing, just across the board, of just, I don't get it. Like, all of the shit that they were talking about there, about Kratos is a bad man who kills people, and is he really a God of War? Does he really want to avenge people? But he's so sad and grumpy and sad because he does a bunch of murder. And it's just like, wasn't that literally the fucking plot of God of War 2018? And also, outside of the Sun thing, isn't that the fucking plot of all the other previous God of War games? And it's just like, same with Last of Us, is just like, there's a zombies, but the bear man, because you're going around and you're killing other people, so are you really the bear man? The same reaction to all of it. Horizon just doesn't look interesting. I can't judge Horizon enough with any of that shit about it, but it's just everything about Horizon's gameplay just does not look interesting at all. Horizon's gameplay just looks like all the traits that made me not want to play Ubisoft games, but worse. But again, that's the same. That's my same reaction to all of like the Marvel movies for different reasons, but it's the same concept of just overproduced and sanitized is just the impression that I get from it of just. But every Yakuza, I'm done with the Yakuza, but I'm brought back in. And I'm like, Yakuza has shit to say. Yakuza has themes and messages that matter and well done. Yakuza 4 fucking rules for that. That's why it's my favorite Yakuza type. Overproduced, and yet they make money because they're overproduced. Something making money doesn't mean that it's good. Something can make a lot of money and it means that it's good. Something can make a lot of money and it means that it has a big marketing budget. Kratos has a son, and he hasn't killed this one yet. And he hasn't murdered this one yet. I say that. I don't remember whether his family in the original God of War, whether he had a daughter or a son, or what that deal was. I don't remember that. They make a lot of money because they're produced and sanitized. That's the point. Exactly. The Marvel movies make a shit ton of money and make so much fucking profit, and like among the most profitable movies ever. Because they have production budgets that are in the millions upon millions upon millions, marketing budgets that equal that, so they can make the shiniest thing and oversaturate the market with so much marketing and products. Meanwhile, the actual stories have like the most bare bones, basic, unimportant themes and character arcs, and just... Again, it's overproduced and sanitized. That ends. Which I have no problem with something existing in of itself because of that. It's just the trend of media in general. It's not just video games and it's not just movies. Media in general is just focusing on, like, that. So it's just, okay. So I stick with the MCU bit. I'm in the same sort as everyone where you just feel committed to the franchise, caught in their trap. No, I dropped it. I dropped it super fucking easily. I dropped it so fucking easy. I just stopped caring. I mean, I didn't care that much to begin with, but like, I didn't let the sunk cost fallacy have me go, well, maybe the next one's gonna be good. No, be shit like all of them. There's like a couple standouts of a couple redeemable aspects of some of them. That's about it. Guardians in the Galaxy 1 and 2 have something going for them. Thor Ragnarok is funny. Is that... Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the worthwhile aspects to watch of the MCU. And even then, I'd still suggest watching most other things compared to it. But yeah, like, I wish the movies, I wouldn't feel the need to make solo films about saving the world. I just wish superhero movies would die. I just wish they'd die and they'd stop making them. And I wish that the plague that is on culture would die. Because it sucks and it's awful. And it's creating an incredibly stale and boring culture. Just for our society as a whole. Not even Infinity War. I fucking hated Infinity War. I hated Infinity War. I appreciate to some extent the story writing idea behind Infinity War of they actually focus the movie on Thanos. I still hate it. I still hate it. I still don't like it. And Endgame is just uninteresting. Like, so that's my thing, is that I watch Endgame and my response to Endgame is just, wow, this is boring. This is so boring. That's me for Endgame. Is that, like, Endgame's not bad in terms of just, like, it has problems. It's just boring. It's just boring as hell. So, if you want an idea of, like, where my thoughts are for things like that, and that's the thing with, like, the Kratos, seeing the Kratos there, is that just, and again, I think boring's worse than bad. Boring is typically worse than bad, and Endgame is boring. But that's the thing with, like, my Kratos thing there. It's just, like, everything they show there is just, like... I mean, other than the fact that... Fuck the gameplay of God of War 2018. Fuck the gameplay of God of War 2018. It's, like... It doesn't know what the game wants to be. Just from, like, a story aspect, it's just, like... I cannot bring myself to give a shit. I just cannot bring myself to give a shit about yet another goddamn fucking story about Kratos. Just, oh, Kratos is a bad person because he goes around and he kills a bunch of gods. And he has all this anger inside of him because he kills gods. But what effect does that have on other people? I watched The Raid for the first time a few days ago and just thought, oh, why is the most popular action franchise a CG fest? The first quarter of Shang-Chi was fun, but then towards the end, CG. We're gonna CG their helmets onto people. We're gonna make sure their helmets are CG. I mean, that's also like... I mean, that's also my thing with action. Like, in MC, like, at least action looks cool in video games because you have to control it, and at least action usually looks good in video games. Like that shot of the wolf in the moon, well, like, oh, sorry, the sun. Like, that was cool. But when it comes to like MCU and stuff, that is one of the biggest criticisms is of those movies. Is just you have budgets that are like the equivalent of multiple countries per fucking movie. Have you considered hiring someone to actually choreograph any of the action? Or do you just have the action just be like the equivalent of people slapping their action figures at each other, but making it explode as much as possible? Because, wow, the choreography... I mean, to be fair, this is the issue with a lot of films in Hollywood. This is a problem way before the MCU. The equivalent, so many action scenes in Hollywood for like 40 fucking years at this point is just the choreography is someone getting their action dolls and slapping them against each other. Fuck you, Terminator 2 is not that good. Have you considered paying a CG artist? No! Because that would mean they wouldn't make $2 trillion. Good writers have unions, so we can't underpay them. Yeah. We're only making the most profitable movies that have ever existed. What do you want us to actually do? Pay people more money to work on them? Please. Please. Anyway, fuck the MCU and I hope it dies painfully. Fuck the MCU, it's a blight on society. So I can't be too shitty at something like God of War Ragnarok or Last of Us, because I think they're more so symptoms of stuff like the MCU and effects on society. The MCU is morally wrong. I didn't change this over. I made a PlayStation box for this, and I didn't change that over. Whoopsies. I'll do that now for the end of the video. I cannot wait for this video to go onto YouTube and get a shitload of dislikes again, because I shat on the popular thing. Cannot wait! There we go, now it's PlayStation. Cannot wait! A lot of my reacts get a lot of dislikes because I often talk about how much I hate the MCU in them. Did 4 hours where they showed the Yakuza movie. Well, I feel like I can't watch an RGG Summit. I feel like I can't watch that because it'll probably be spoilers of stuff that I haven't played. But you can tell me when Kenzan and Dead Souls are announced in it. Anyway, I am out of here. I need to go clean my fucking house because I have a house inspection tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing that for the rest of the day. Thank you all so much for watching. Cannot wait to see how many dislikes this video gets because I shout on the popular thing. I had someone go off at me on a lot of dislikes and lots of debates on Twitter. Yeah, I know. People just cannot accept how smart and correct I am about everything. I had someone on one of my E3 reacts from this year, and they got mad at me because I didn't have a hype reaction to High on Life. And I'm just like, fucking, if you wanted someone to have a big reaction to a Rick and Morty video game, you've come to quite literally the single worst person on YouTube. I don't know if you can get someone who has a worse opinion of Rick and Morty than me. And it's not because I say that Rick and Morty is bad. It's because you know how I say that, like, when I see MCU stuff, my emotional response is just nothing and I don't care. Rick and Morty is the single worst thing I have ever seen for that. Like, I watched 4 episodes of Rick and Morty because people were just going on about it because I thought it was. And I watched the first 4 episodes of Rick and Morty. And I am not exaggerating when I say I had zero emotional response of any kind in any capacity for the entire runtime of those first 4 episodes. And that is the worst thing that a piece of art can be. That is the worst thing that a piece of art can do. Like, just literal zero emotions of any kind. Just nothing. Just nothing at all. Anyway, I'm out of here. Dislike the video if you disliked the video. People are going to be mad at me about God of War. But people are always mad at me about God of War, despite me being right. So, oh well. Just doubling down as much as I can. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see you all in the future for the things that. First 4 episodes, why? You could have spent that time watching the first 132 episodes of 1,032 episodes of One Piece. One Piece is just too big for me. I don't have that kind of time. I don't have the time to watch. I don't have the time to buy a book of One Piece that's like 21,000 pages in a single book. I also don't have a table to put that on to actually read it. I'll see you all next time, and until then, this is Version 2, signing out.